Ryan Knowles is an American actor, singer, comedian, writer, and television host. Life. Knowles was born and grew up in Orange County, California. In addition to acting, Knowles is a speech and performance coach for students, politicians and business leaders. New York Theater. Knowles just finished a year on the North American leg of the World Tour 2013-2014 of We Will Rock You, the worldwide smash hit musical by Queen and Ben Elton. Knowles originated the role of Buddy, a lovable stoner in the vein of Cheech and Chong, a cross between Han Solo and Willie Nelson, a bohemian rebel leader, for the wonderfully silly, futuristic rock saga. Ben Elton, the book writer and director of the production, wrote the part in rehearsals to be tailor-made for Knowles. Off-Broadway, Knowles was last seen in the award-winning off-Broadway topical revue musical, The Musical at Theatre Rose Kirk Theatre, alongside stars Christine Peddy, Michael West, Christina Bianco, Tommy Walker and guest stars Perez Hilton, Andrea McArdle, Sherry O'Terry and Carson Kressley. Knowles has appeared in the Radio City Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall and in other projects with the Rockettes. In spring 2010, he starred as the perverted and tyrannical Roman Emperor Caligula in Randy Weiner's and Alfred Pries's Caligula Maximus, a new circus musical extravaganza at Llama Ma etc. in the Ellen Stewart Theatre, to great critical acclaim. In 2006, Knowles starred as Prospero in the new musical Tempest at the Cherry Lane Theatre in New York City. He adapted the text from Shakespeare's original and co-wrote the book with Daniel Naiden, working from a concept by Tony-winning book writer Thomas Meehan. Knowles appeared in the New York premiere of the new Mystery Hound portraying Sherlock Holmes, a role which won him the award for Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actor at the Planet Connections Theatre Festivity. In 2005, he starred as Nick Bottom for over a year of performances in the hit 1950s-style musical version of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, Fools in Love. National tours. Knowles performed in the North American tours of the Broadway production of Dr. Seuss' How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2011 and 2010, playing the role of Grandpa Who, and Grinch Youper II in winter 2009. Knowles toured the country in Todrick Hall's Oz the Musical as Brenda, the Wicked Witch of the West Side, alongside Bonzel Solomon of American Idol, Andrea Fimbers of Danny T. Kane, and Orlando Brown of Disney's That's So Raven. In 2006 and 2007, Knowles starred as The Genie, as Disney's Aladdin, a musical spectacular at Disney California Adventure Park, the multi-million-dollar stage production based on the Disney animated film and directed by Francesca Zambello. Playwriting. The author of several plays and musicals, Knowles completed a workshop production of his solo show, Dig and Be Dug, The Gospel of Lord Buckley, based on the life and work of the pioneering jazz comedian Lord Buckley. The show had its world premiere run as part of the Planet Connections Theatre Festivity in June 2010 at the Gene Frankel Theatre in New York City. The production, written and performed by Knowles, directed by David Kraft and presented by Jenny Cook and Interpret Theatre, received 5 Planet Award nominations and was honored with 2 wins for Best Overall Production of a Solo Show and Best Performance in a Solo Show. Television. In 2006, Knowles was brought on as a host of Nickelodeon's daily live show Me TV, entertaining millions of children nationwide every weekday. Film. In 2008, Knowles filmed his first feature, Camp Hale, a supernatural thriller from Holdiger Films. The film also stars Academy Award nominee Bruce Davison and Emmy winner Dana Delany. The film had a 2011 theatrical release. Speech coaching. In addition to performing, Knowles is a speech coach and political consultant. He has worked as a speechwriter and debate vocal coach for numerous local and state candidates nationwide. Also, Knowles is one of the country's foremost consultants in speech and interpretive performance for competitive high school students. He is employed by a number of top high school programs, both public and private, on both coasts. Knowles is the co-founder of Interpret Performance Studies Institute in Boston, Massachusetts, a summer intensive program for gifted young performers. This line of work was inspired by Knowles' success as a high school and collegiate speech and debate competitor, during which time he won numerous state and national championships, as well as becoming the first American in history to win a world championship at the 2000 World Universities Debate Association Championship tournament at the University of Glasgow in Scotland. Critical acclaim. Clifford Johnson III wrote in Backstage on March 22, 2010, "The producer's wisest decision is in the casting of Ryan Knowles. He carries the entire production on his slim shoulders, imbuing it with charisma, intelligence, tenderness, and a sense of irony." Dan Biccorso wrote on theatermania.com on March 21, 2010. Knowles takes control of the stage. He has a dynamic presence and an appropriately seedy charisma. He also has a deep baritone which he utilizes to good effect. Mark Roberson writes on theater.com on March 19, 2010, "Ryan Knowles is perfect. Made up as a Jagger-Hedwig hybrid, Knowles moves between his songs and speeches with ease, hitting all the right moments. We're enthralled with him, and always interested." Jason Clark writes in Slant Magazine on March 23, 2010, "Playing the titular self-created deity with a cheeky, pervy, party boy auteur, not unlike Cabaret's furtive MC, the brave, highly attention-catching Ryan Knowles lords over a most unruly evening." Lauren Wisote writes on theateronline.com on March 22, 2010, "The Mick Jagger-resembling Ryan Knowles is a charismatic performer who has both played villains and done time as a Nickelodeon TV show host. He is one big punk rock smackdown answer to sissy hippie hair." Mark Blankenship wrote in Variety on July 18, 2005, "For sheer solo star power, however, no one tops Ryan Knowles as bottom. The dexterity in his voice is astonishing, gliding from a twitter to wall-shattering thunder. His body contorts into countless postures of clownish arrogance without signs of effort. His fluidity and precision make him captivating to watch, suggesting he has a major career in the making," The New Yorker proclaimed on July 11, 2005. Ryan Knowles steals the show with his braying, rubber-limbed portrayal of the vainglorious bottom. His thundering voice, relentless moo-making, and mammoth charisma are a cartoony cocktail of Jim Carrey and Snagglepuss, with a little speed thrown in. Barbara and Scott Siegel wrote theatermania.com on August 2, 2005, "Ryan Knowles is simply a dynamo of talent as bottom, a combination of a young Peter O'Toole and Jim Carrey. He can seemingly do anything with his voice and his body, a performer so electric that you know you are catching a future star early in his career." Mark Dundaswood wrote in Backstage on March 31, 2005, "You'll have to stop to applaud the gifted Ryan Knowles, perhaps the lankiest actor ever to play the role of bottom. Knowles has a voice that fairly booms and a face that stretches like double bubble.